concepts that are seemingly opposed to one another, but they are essential in our lives. What are these two concepts? The first is known as khalwa, and the second one is known as mukhalata. Khalwa means to be alone, and mukhalata means to mix and intermingle with people. And when you study the Quran and the Hadith, you will see that some forms of seclusion are good, healthy, in fact recommended, and some forms of seclusion are actually harmful and completely prohibited. On the other hand, intermingling with the people can either be good or bad, depending on how you conduct these things. And the beauty of Islam is there's a fine balance. On the one hand, you have these people known as monks, monasticism. Who are the monks? They're kind of like these gurus. You'll see these people who go into the mountains, they stay in the caves, no food, no water, tattered clothes, and all they're doing is worshiping. That is seclusion, but that is a bad form of seclusion. On the other hand, you have mukhalata, which means to intermingle with people. There are some people who go outside and their purpose is to intermingle for the purposes of the dunya, or their marketing, or they're calling towards something that's bad. That's intermingling that is bad. Both of these also have good forms. For instance, before the revelation, before wahi, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was fed up with the injustice in Mecca. So what did he do? كَانَ يَتَحَنَّث. He would go to Ghar Hira and he would just contemplate in khalwa, in seclusion, away from people. That is a positive form of khalwa. On the other hand, mingling with people, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is told that in the morning, go and mingle with people and give da'wah, because that is your responsibility. So inshallah, over the upcoming few days, the subject that I want to talk about is, how do we balance these two things? If I'm an extrovert and I love hanging out with people, I love to socialize, I like going to da'wats, I like meeting people, I like speaking to people, I love talking, that's good, but what's the balance? On the other hand, if I'm an introvert, I just don't like interacting with people, what is the balance over there? And this is a very important concept. There are times in our lives where we need to seclude, like i'tikaf. But then there are times in our lives, whether I like it or not, I have to go and mingle with people. For instance, salah ma'al jama'ah, praying in the congregation. So inshallah, in the upcoming days, we'll talk about the balance between seclusion and intermingling in a way in light of the Quran and the Sunnah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to seclude for those things that are good and mingle for those things that are good as well. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen.